Enrollment rate of the females, the higher participation rate in the labor force, the better access to opportunities like the microcredit and the social investment. This is now the recipe which Pakistan has to follow. We have a lower female labor force participation rate. And I know that we have worked together. The microfinance has not actually reached that stage where it is a breakthrough for the female labor force participation as far as economic opportunities are concerned. And mainly we are still concentrating on the non-poor areas like Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad and Faisalabad and others, and we are not going to the areas where the actual poverty incidence is very high among the females, which is the Balochistan, the rural state, the southern Punjab, the moist districts of the country. Unless the microcredit goes there, I do not think that our female participation will increase. Finally, I think there is a social barrier in Pakistan. I have had the opportunity of employing young women through comparative process in the State Bank of Pakistan, and I can tell you, they were the top of the line as far as performance was concerned, much better than males. And I introduced, the daycare center for them, so that even the younger mothers can come and continue to work in the State Bank and also take care of their children by lunchtime or tea break or others, and professionally run that. And that retained the females. And the productivity of the State Bank, the efficiency was really enhanced. Then I was at IBA where we were actually recruiting the best talent in Pakistan. But in the team's list, out of the 10 places, 8 to 9 every semester were won by women, by the females. But the tragedy was that when it came to graduation, and they were having very high GPA, lots of them were not joining the labor force. We are wasting such a precious asset for almost nothing, because the mothers-in-law say कि हमारी बहू तो घर पे काम करेगी, ये नौकरी नहीं करेगी. I think we have a mother-in-law problem which we have to start addressing. Unless you do that, I think we will remain much beyond the other countries and we will not be able to progress.
And I think while we may have a mother-in-law problem, but the father-in-laws can also play a very positive role. And we do need men as allies and men as partners, which is what we're talking about. So I think for Pakistan's progress, men must join hands. And to all the men sitting in the audience here, the women in your lives, you must encourage them, because it is that encouragement that in that lies Pakistan's future and prosperity. Pakistan has only 24% women in the formal economy. Bangladesh has 40%, Vietnam 70%. As Dr. Ishrat mentioned, no nation in the world has progressed without women's economic inclusion, and we are behind on that. I'd love to open up to the audience. So audience, please ask a question, give your name, organization, and make sure it's a question.
Hi, can you guys hear me? So, Salim, everyone. So I have a question. My name is Ismail, and currently I'm running my own startup, which is startup in Pakistan, and we are creating multiple clients all over America, alright, and also catering some clients in UK. So my question is, like, we are facing a lot of issues when it comes to reference part, like when it comes to K-pop, or when it comes to the payment process in Pakistan, right? And we can see that like when it comes to process, when it comes to getting the payment gateways, we have to suffer a lot, right? And we are discussing from this from last like 3 years to 4 years, like we are getting PayPal in Pakistan, and there will be proper process in Pakistan. What kind of measures we really need to bring PayPal in Pakistan? Number one, and number two is probably in IT industry, like we have here like $3.4 billion international events in Pakistan. As a freelancers, as a marketing agencies, as a startups, as a software house, we are like doing our best to bring events. So what sort of like what's your process? Like what's the thought process when it comes to start like how we can implement short-term progress to long-term progress in Pakistan to bring a remnants in Pakistan to a proper structure way. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. So we'll take maybe one more question and then we can go to the panelists. Okay, so let's hear from the gentleman there.
So I am a writer for Masud and for the self-trade financing operations. And one thing I'd like to highlight is ask a question to your panelists to answer any questions.
Quick question, please.
So why does the government not cultivate an ecosystem where they actually do not work as closely with the banks and also include the end users, which are like the SME merchants or the end users that are in the impoverished areas or even in Karachi, Islamabad, where the merchants are not intimidated and are not given deadlines or you should really give deadlines to agreements.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
So my name is Farooq. I am currently a student of economics, and my question to the panel would be that what's the future of microfinance and digital banking, and so like the digital apps that do not physically exist as a bank? How saturated the market is currently? What the panel's thoughts about that? And I, as a future entrepreneur, inshallah. So if I want to come into that market and I want to open my own microfinance bank, what would the panel advise me to do? Thank you.
Okay, great. So, Nofi, you would take the first question and then we only have about 3-4 minutes.
Excellent things already happened. I encourage you to look it up for the freelancers as well as Pakistani software exporters. The State Bank in the last 2 years has done tremendous amount of work. So, for example, we have a product which all banks do. It's called a freelancer data account.